Alright, here we go then. Stream for this evening, flying in the A32NX Aer Lingus livery, the old school liveries up. We're going from Warsaw to Dublin tonight. I'll just get the flight data up.
Takeoff, innerborn contact, Warsaw approach, 128.8. Dzięki za kontrolę, do usłyszenia. I oczywiście wyczuć.
Wzajemnie, break, White Eagle 121, welcome to Warszawa, taxi via Alpha Zulu, hold short of uniform.
Alpha Zulu, hold short of uniform, White Eagle 121.
Okay, so we're pretty much set up here in the cockpit, flight plans in, everything's set, we're just waiting to start engines, we just need to get clearance to do so. We need to get our IFR clearance as well for the flight.
Line up, runway 29 and wait.
Line up and wait, Senior 310.
Warsaw Tower, good evening. Shamrock 00, stand 16, type A20N. Request IFR clearance to Dublin as filed.
Shamrock 00, Kansas Tower, just to confirm, you will be flying westbound, so you need an even flight level. Would you prefer flight level 340 or 320?
320 please, Shamrock 00.
Shamrock 00, do you mind filing that flight level and calling me back for clearance?
That's absolutely fine, will do.
Thank you. White Eagle 121, sorry for delay with your stand. Continue taxi right, Zulu uniform stand 3.
Zulu uniform to stand.
Okay, so I've got to disconnect and reconnect to do that.
When airborne, contact approach 128.8, bye-bye.
Please for takeoff and airborne call 128.8, Senior 310.
Lot 3847 in sequence, line up runway 29 and wait.
Line up to 9 runway, lot 3847.
Orbit Triple One on below, dzięki serdecznie za kontrolę i miłego wieczoru do prowadzenia jeszcze.
Dzięki, do miłego.
Skyer 09, jak słychać?
Skyer 09 na 4 słyszę.
Dziękuję, na 4 Skyer 09.
Also Tower, that's Shamrock 00 refiled. Request IFR clearance to Dublin.
Shamrock 00, thank you very much. It's all correct. Now you are cleared to Dublin, departure runway 29 via low C7 Golf, squawk 4564.
Cleared to Dublin, runway 29er via low C7 Golf, and squawk 4564, Shamrock 00.
Shamrock 00, read back correct information, Charlie QNH 1012.
Have information Charlie, QNH 1012, Shamrock 00. Hey Andy, how's it going mate?
Delta India November, continue right traffic runway 33, report final.
Continue right hand traffic pattern 33, Wilco, Delta India November.
Ready for taxi, enter 53 Yankee November. Enter 53 Yankee November, taxi via Golf Lima, hold short of runway 29er. Taxi via Golf Lima, hold short runway 29er, enter 53 Yankee November.
And also with 811.
Awesome Andy, thank you very much for those stars buddy.
Wizard 811, taxi via Mike Echo, hold short of runway 29er.
Okay, let's get this
Mike Echo, hold short 29er.
jetway disconnected.
For Echo, sorry, there will be another 3 minutes delay.
Okay, going back to Echo and hold over Echo, Delta India November.
And we'll get the beacon on because we're going to request push and start now. Warsaw Tower, Shamrock 00, stand 16, request push and start.
Shamrock 00, push and start approved facing south.
Push and start approved, face south. Shamrock 00.
Lot 3847, wind 330 degrees, 13 knots, runway 29er, cleared for takeoff when airborne contact approach 128.
Okay, let's get this push and start going.
Cleared for takeoff approach 128 for A, dzięki, do usłyszenia lot 3847.
Get connected and then we'll take the brakes off.
ILS 36. Wizard 79er, free, continue approach runway 33, wind 330 degrees, 13 knots, departure in progress.
Continue approach, wind copy, Wizard 79er.
Okończy wieża Sky Air09 na stanowisku 37. Prosimy o zezwolenie na kilka kręgów nalotniskowych.
Sky 09, okończy wieża, zezwalam na lot w przestrzeni kontrolowanej lotniska, okończy odlot z pasa 3-3, następnie spodziewaj się prawych kręgów.
We'll go back to 3 and we will request a left turn there. We'll get these engines on first of all, shall we? Engine 2 coming on. And we'll go engine 1 as well. So flight time roughly 3 hours tonight. We'll see if that happens or not. We may be able to do that a little bit quicker. But we'll see what happens. Might have been a little bit early there. They tend to turn these aircraft a lot quicker than they do the other ones I've got. Oh no, it might be alright. Might be spot on it. Let's have a look now.
Information, yes, Charlie.
Domer 320, you are cleared to Poznan, departure runway 29er via LC7, go squawk.
Hey Latif, how's it going, buddy? So I've got some bad news. Kaitak Airport is not in the game.
01320,
However,
to Poznan S5,
I have found I have found a third party Kaitak. So I don't know how good it's going to be, and apparently it's got cars driving through the middle of the runway. But we'll see how that goes.
Domer 320,
okay.
read back correct, QNH 1012 information, Charlie.
Now we'll get nav lights on.
QNH 1012, information, Charlie.
Not nav, sorry, taxi lights there.
Ratownik u nas na banach i jesteśmy gotowi do odlotu, powrót na
Let's just
banach.
have a look up here, what we got. Everything's set, we're good.
Ratownik 12, potwierdź na babicę.
Potwierdzam do siebie na babicie, ratownik u nas.
Ratownik 12, zezwalam wykonywać bezpośrednio na babicę nie wyżej niż 1500 stóp i pozostań na wschód od osi centralnej pasa 3-3.
Nie przecinając osi pasa, czy bezpośrednio na babicę wykonajmy ratownik u nas.
Warsaw Tower, Shamrock 00 requesting taxi.
Shamrock 00, taxi via Mike Echo, hold short of runway 29er.
Via Mike and Echo, hold short 29er. Shamrock 00. Okay, now I'm just going to get up another chart here and just have a look at this, because the chart I've got...
Sky Air09 gotowy do kołowania.
Sky Air 09, kołuj w lewo, Alpha Echo, oczekuj przed Mike.
Actually says you can't taxi
Alfa
there.
Echo, oczekujemy przez Mike Sky Air09.
Enter 53 Yankee, wind 330 degrees, 13 knots, runway 29er, cleared for takeoff when airborne contact approach 128, decimal 8.
Okay, let's get going. Alright, parking brake off.
Na clear for departure runway 29er airborne 1288, dzięki, do usłyszenia, Enter 5 Yankee November.
Not sure what that was there.
Wizard
That's right.
811 in sequence, line up runway 29er and wait.
In sequence line up runway 29er and wait, please take
Delta, India, November, continue right traffic runway 33, report final.
Continue right hand traffic pattern 33, Wilco, Delta, India, November.
Okay, yeah, we'll just be
nowe zgłoszenie i
left
pytanie od
turn
nas,
here.
czy możemy w locie ratunkowym przez CTR wykonać bezpośrednio na Piaseczno?
Ratownik 12,
That does actually
wykonuj
show it as straight away
bezpośrednio
through
na
here.
punkt Oscar, oczekuj na dalszy.
So we'll just go straight through this vehicle.
Wykonuję na punkt Oscar i czekam na dalszą instrukcję ratownik 12.
And then we'll slowly get back on the taxiway there. It's a bit of a strange one.
Okanci wieża, dobry wieczór. Sierra Papa Romeo, Zulu Mike, stanowisko 88, informacja Charlie na pokładzie. Prosimy o zezwolenie na lot far jak w stanie.
Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going
parę
to
kręgów do aktywnego
stick
pasa.
on the strobes. Because we're pretty close to the runway now, so that's fine.
Sierra Papa Romeo, Zulu Mike, zezwalam na lot
And I'm gonna
przestrzeni
stick those
kontrolowanej
take-off
lotniska o
lights
kręcinie
down as
wyżej niż
well, landing lights,
1500
sorry,
stóp
down
od pasa 3-3, następnie prawe kręgi do pasa 3-3.
Hey, Speed, how's it going, man?
Transponder 4567.
Zgoda na lot w przestrzeni kontrolowanej Okęcia do 1500 stóp, odlot z pas 3-3, prawe kręgi 4567, Sierra Papa Romeo, Zulu Mike.
Sierra Papa Romeo, Zulu Mike, zapisano poprawnie QNH 1012, informacja Delta.
10-12 Delta sprawdzimy, Sierra Zulu Mike i poprosimy od razu o uruchamianie.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for asking.
Sierra Papa Romeo, Zulu Mike, zezwalam uruchamiać.
I mamy zezwolenie na uruchomienie Sierra Papa Romeo, Zulu Mike. Delta India November final 33 request low pass.
Delta India November, cleared for
Okay, I
low
think
pass,
we're gonna
runway
be
33, wind
holding at the
350
runway for a
degrees,
little bit.
13 knots, after low pass proceed direct echo to hold.
Direct echo and hold over echo and cleared for option Delta India November.
Skyr
There's an aircraft doing a low pass.
I czy jesteś gotowy do
So
zapisania
that will
nowego
now give
zezwolenia?
us time
Tak, proszę, jestem gotowy,
to do the call.
Skyr 09, odlot z pasa 29, następnie
Test
prawe
takeoff
kręgi do pasa
config.
3-3 i reszta bez zmian.
Odlot z pasa 29 i prawe kręgi do 3-3 Sky 09.
Skyr 09 zapisano poprawnie, kontynuuj kołowanie Echo, oczekuj przed pasem 29.
Kontynuujemy echo, oczekujemy przed 29 Sky 09.
Sierra Papa Romeo, Zulu Mike i również odlot będzie z pasa 29.
I odlot z 29 jest Sierra Papa Romeo, Zulu Mike.
Okay, so there's the low pass aircraft.
Tier 1320, request pushback and startup.
Last station calling standby, call you back shortly.
Standby Tier 1320.
I okej, dobry wieczór, Sierra Papa Kilo.
Nice to be back in the A32NX.
Sierra Papa Mike, Kilo Oscar, kontynuuj podejście do pasa 3-3. Wiatr 350 stopni, 13 wężów.
It's been a while though, so I'm just checking it. I've got everything I want set
Weather
before we do take off.
811, wind 350 degrees, 13 knots, runway 29 cleared for takeoff when airborne approach 128, decimal 8, bye bye.
Okay, so you can see the route we're taking out of Poland, out across into Germany, and then making our way towards the Netherlands. To then cross over into the UK, just north of Manchester, and then make our way across the sea into Ireland, and then turning in for approach into Dublin via 10 right. It's down as 3 hours. We'll see how long it actually takes when we get in the air, and once we get to correct speed and altitude as well. So we are going up to 32,000.
Wizard 7993, welcome to Warsaw, taxi Oscar Mike, stand 18.
What is that aircraft doing?
Taxi to stand 18 via Oscar and Mike, Wizard 793.
Shamrock 00, line up runway 29 and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 29, Shamrock 00.
Ratownik 12, proszę potwierdzić się, na jaką miejscowość mamy wykonywać?
Ratownik 12 na Konstancin początkowo.
Konstancin, dziękuję, rezydent.
Okay, there we go, and then line up and wait. A little bit squiff, but we'll be alright. Flap set to 1. So there's an aircraft coming in to land on that runway there.
Sierra
Okay.
Papa Mike, Kilo Oscar, wind 350 degrees, 13 knots, runway 33, clear to land.
Sierra Papa Mike, Kilo Oscar, za approacha mieliśmy informację, to była koordynacja na touch and go, więc touch and go poprosił.
Sierra Papa Mike, Kilo Oscar, jakie intencje po touch and go?
Mieliśmy się spodziewać 4000 z kursem pasować, Kilo Oscar.
Sierra Papa Mike, Kilo Oscar, przyjąłem, zezwalam wykonywać touch and go, następnie wykonuj z kursem pasowność 4000 stóp i nawiąż łączność ze zbliżaniem 128,8.
Zezwalam w touch and go po operacji 4000 z kursem i zbliżanie 128,8, dzięki do miłego.
Ratownik 12, wykonuj bezpośrednio na Konstancin. Przepraszam, wykonuj bezpośrednio na miejsce zdarzenia i zgłoś przed lądowaniem.
Bezpośrednio na miejsce zdarzenia, ratownik 12, dziękuję.
Okay, once this aircraft has done his little touch and go that he's doing on the runway across there, we'll get told we're clear for takeoff and to contact approach as well, I think, on the next frequency.
Confirm lot 360.
DOM320, request pushback and startup.
Delta Oscar Mike 320, push and start approved facing south.
Push and start approved, DOM320.
Romeo Zulu Mike do kołowania i możemy odlatywać z krzyżówki Alfa 29.
Sierra Papa Romeo Zulu Mike, przyjąłem, kołuj Alfą, oczekuj przed pasem 29.
Do punktu oczekiwania przed pasem 29 kołujemy Alfą, Sierra Papa Romeo Zulu Mike.
Solemn Analysis 10-18, dziękuję za kontrolę, pozdrawiam.
Crazy Tower, witam ponownie. White Eagle 121 stands 3, information Delta request clearance to Dublin.
Come on. It's time
White
to
Eagle
go.
121, you are cleared to Lublin, Simba 7 Golf, Squawk 1000.
Clear to Lublin, Simba 7 Golf, Squawk 1000, ready for push and start. White Eagle 121.
White Eagle 121, push and start approved facing south.
Push and start is approved facing south. White Eagle 121.
Informacji nie zgłaszam przed lądowaniem na miejsce zdarzenia, ratownik 12.
Ratownik 12, przyjąłem, zgłoś w gotowości do odlotu.
Zgłosimy.
I wonder if we're waiting for that aircraft there.
Shamrock,
Here we go.
00, sorry for delay, wind 350 degrees, 13 knots, runway 29 cleared for takeoff when airborne, contact approach 128.8. Have a nice flight, bye bye.
Runway 29, clear for takeoff, 1 airborne, contact approach 128.8, Shamrock 00, thank you. Here we go then.
Dobry wieczór, lot 205, 08 Delta request for clearance to Kraków asphalt.
Okay, there's the
Lot 205
flex.
cleared to Kraków, Evina 7 Golf, Squawk 1000.
VR is 143 there, so we're looking for V1 coming now. Here he comes.
Delta India November, continue right traffic runway 33, report final.
Continue right traffic pattern 33 will report final and request touch and go.
Roger.
He's slow to take up the climb.
Skyer 09er, Skyer 09, zajmij pas 29 i oczekuj.
And there's
Zajmujemy 29 i oczekujemy
gear
Skyer
down.
09.
Autopilot has it there. Warsaw approach, good evening. Shamrock 00 passing flight level 015 with you.
Shamrock 100, good evening. Warsaw approach identified, climb flight level 240.
Flight level 240, Shamrock 00.
Sierra Papa Zulu Sierra gotowi do 3 i 4 i poprosimy zbliżanie.
Sierra Zulu Mike Sierra, wykonuj w prawo z kursem 180 i zniżajcie do 3000 stóp.
W prawo 180 zbliżamy 3000, Sierra Papa Zulu Sierra.
Okay, there we go. That's going to push the nose up now. Flaps are up and lever is to climb. Oh! Engine temperature. Pretty sure that shouldn't be red. It's okay, it's coming down, it's coming down. Woo! Just have a look here.
Sierra Mike Sierra, skręć w prawo, kurs 210.
W prawo kursem 210, Sierra Papa Zulu Sierra.
Could have been a catastrophic engine failure there. Looks like we've got some bad weather ahead. Let's have a look a bit further up. Yeah.
Oczywiście 3000 i 5
Not the best looking weather tonight. Might end up with quite a bit of turbulence on the flight here. Here we go out of Warsaw. On our way this evening. I've set the time to afternoon. Let's bring that forward a little bit. We'll get it to 1600. A bit later.
Golf Alpha back with you. We have just passed Zulu and now proceeding to November 1500 feet.
Niner Golf Alpha, radar contact, QNH 1012, report before CTR of Okęcie.
1012 report inbound CTR Okęcie.
Sounds like an ice warning. Yeah, ice.
Sierra, zniżaj do 2000 stóp.
2000 i jesteśmy gotowi na 4
There
Sierra Papa Zulu Sierra, odbieramy sygnał.
Anti-ice is on, looking for 10,000 to get rid of the landing lights and the seatbelt sign, and there it is.
Sierra Mike Sierra, skręć w prawo, kurs 250.
Okay, might need to put that back on soon though, looking at this weather. It looks like it could get quite bumpy tonight. That's us on our way to Dublin though. Time updated right now is 3 hours 20 minutes, that's coming down. As we get up to the correct altitude, we're cruising at 3,000 tonight. We'll be also flying at 330 knots roughly. So with that in mind, that time will come right the way down.
Sierra Whisky Kilo, zrozumiałem. Panowie także 5-milowa prosta? 5-milowa prosta, Sierra Whisky Kilo.
Mike Kilo Oscar, lotnisko zasięgu.
Mike Kilo Oscar, wiatr 340 stopni, 11 węzłów.
Okay, happy days. These icing effects, they kill me.
I 26 lądować do nasz, Mike Kilo Oscar.
Sierra Papa Zero Mike Sierra skręć w prawo, kurs
It's too much.
00. Zezwalam na podejście z widocznością.
Guys, if this is the first time you've watched, don't forget to hit that follow button. Every follow I get helps this channel grow. I stream as regularly as I can.
Niner Golf Alpha over November.
Aer Lingus tonight on the way to Dublin.
Contact Tower 118 to Summit Freedom, jak.
Using VATSIM controllers.
Do usłyszenia.
Once we leave Warsaw control, it's going to be a bit quiet until we get into German airspace. Once we're in German airspace, we've pretty much got coverage all the way, as long as they stay online, all the way to Dublin there, which would be nice.
Warszawa approach, dobry wieczór, Sierra Papa Mike 04 w dolocie do Bimpa, zniżam do flight level 190.
Sierra Papa Mike 04 CM Warszawa, zbliżanie, ustaw transponder 1000.
So it's 320 we're flying that, we're going to be cruising at, apologies,
Transponder
not
1000, Sierra
330.
Papa Mike 04.
Thank you very much for the follow them offer. Thank you very much.
Prawo 240, Sierra Papa Charlie Whiskey. Shamrock 100, shortly leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, radar service terminated.
122.8, thank you very much, Shamrock 00.
Sierra Papa Mike 04, zidentyfikowany poziom lotu.
Alright, there we go, that's us out of the control there. And we are on Unicom now, so we're on general, basically the channel for no coverage. So as I say, it's going to remain like that until we're out of Poland. Not too long to go until we are out of Poland. And once we are, we'll be contacting German controllers, or hopefully they'll contact us, and then we'll be back on with the VATSIM network. But that is us well on our way now towards Dublin. I'm going to increase the altitude to 3.2 because that's the altitude we want to be at. As we get up there, the speed should rise up anyway. I'll show you the flight plan in a second. Okay, so here we go then. For those that have joined us before I showed you, we just left Warsaw, so out of there, and currently on our way through Poland now. We will join German airspace around about here somewhere, and then we'll be making our way through Germany in towards the Netherlands, and then out of the Netherlands towards the UK, making landfall over Lincoln Way, and then making our way towards Ireland, just north of Manchester and Liverpool there, flying over the Peak District, coming in south of the Isle of Man, and then into Ireland, making the approach into Dublin to runway 10 right. Okay, so 2 hours 30 to go on the flight time there. Again, that will come down even more once we do get to the correct speed. We will be going up even further. but we've got to get to the correct altitude first. I've gone for the classic livery tonight. I do like the Aer Lingus livery, but the classic one definitely takes the cherry. The 3 shades of green that are on there, the 1, 2 and then the 3, they just go so well. Okay, somehow, again, as it always does, the bad weather that we were supposed to be flying into sort of disappeared. We didn't really hit anything. But we'll see if it changes at all. It does look like real bad weather ahead. Like bright red there. So it should be causing a bit of turbulence, but nothing so far, which is good, I suppose. So we will actually be pretty much flying directly over Berlin for this one. Maybe just a little bit to the south of Berlin. So Berlin, yeah, it'd be almost direct. So Berlin's about here. We'll be flying maybe just north of it. Berlin Airport, anyway. And then out towards Hanover, by this way. Making our way pretty much just to the south of, sorry, just to the north of Amsterdam there. So Amsterdam round about there. Flying pretty much right over it. And then into the UK. Via Lincoln Way, passing Humberside Airport, and then it'll be just north of Manchester and Liverpool as we leave UK, making our way towards Ireland. This weather just keeps disappearing. It's like it's been blown away in front of us. Appear to have a scratch on the glass as well. I know it's a reflection. It's okay. Quite a simple flight. I did want to fly with a bit of night time, but it's one of those. It's always pitch black. There's not much to see. Although at this point, there's not much to see below us anyway. Although the night lights are nice, I might speed. Might speed time ahead a little bit, just to get a view of those night lights. We'll see though. Okay, there we go, at the correct altitude now. So let's get the speed up. As close as we can there. Okay, and that'll bring the time right down as the speed comes up. We are getting a little bit of turbulence, so I'm going to throw the seatbelt sign on because there's a little too much side to side there going on. Getting some nice cloud effects there, like a haze on top of the actual cloud. It looks good. It's a shame we're not flying through it. Never mind, I'm gonna have to watch the overspeed. I'll bring that down very slightly. There we go. We'll be in and out of the cockpit view as we go through this today. And there'll be a lot of inside cockpit view when we do come into land as well. Okay, so a little quiet as we finish the journey across Poland here. But as I say, by the time we're reaching around here, we will be in German airspace. And for now, German airspace is manned. Fingers crossed that'll still be the case when we get there. It should be. Pretty much all of Western Europe is manned, Western and Central, apart from Italy, and most of Greece at the moment isn't manned either. All of France is manned for a change. They're never up, and today they are. Yeah, Graham, we got the old school Aer Lingus livery going to Dublin tonight. It's been a while since I've done an Aer Lingus flight, so yeah, I thought I'd get this one done. We can knock that seatbelt sign off now as well. It's very steady out there. Awesome. Oh, if you stick with the stream, you'll get to see an approach into Dublin then. You can see at the top there, around 2 hours to go on the flight, just shy of. Time may come down if we get any directs, but we'll see. Weather seems to have calmed down out there now, so there's no not too much bumpiness about all. Let's see what the temperature's like. Ooh, minus 52. I won't mess about with that now we've done it. Okay, so we just got to keep going now, plodding along through Poland until we're into German airspace. And once we are, they should contact us and let us know that we can contact them, which would be nice. Hey David, welcome to the stream, mate. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers for asking. Been a decent day. Weather's been all right. Took the dog out. It's been good. How are you? So, fly-by-wire threw out a pretty decent April Fool's joke today. I obviously, if for those of you that do follow fly-by-wire, I don't know if any of you do. So for those of you that do, for those of you who do follow fly-by-wire, you'll know that they made this A32NX, the systems for this. They're also making an A380. Their A380 is nowhere near ready, but their April Fool's joke was to set up a sign-up for beta testers to test their A380, and I'm guessing they got pretty much everyone on the channel with that, because even if you know it's an April Fool's joke, you still gotta do it just just in case. But yeah, they've now announced it was an April Fool's joke, and pretty much everyone on the server got it done. It was decent. Awesome. I'm glad you got the time, David. I'm going to be quite busy most of this weekend, so I think this is the only night I'm going to be streaming until maybe Sunday night again. But we'll see. Quite a busy one for me this weekend. The wife's off, so I've got to spend it with her, which would be a nice change. She works a lot of weekends, so it'd be nice. No streams though, unfortunately, unless she decides to go to bed early, but we'll see. Awesome, thanks for these likes, guys. Those of you that haven't done already, please do consider hitting that follow button as well. Thank you. Awesome, I'm sure there'll be loads of good content on this weekend. Okay, let's have a look where we are. So we're about... difficult to say how far, because this thing doesn't show... it should show airspace, but it never really does properly. You can see this thing here, it never really shows it properly. Sub-X is probably the border, so let's see how far we are from Sub-X. So about 47 miles to the German border, so yeah, 50 miles. Graham, thanks for the follow, buddy, thank you very much. Once we get into Germany, we should get contacted by a air traffic controller. Fingers crossed we do. Welcome to the stream, Stephen. Finally managed to get a booking in for a pub as well, I can't wait. 15th of April I'm going to be sat outside drinking beer, eating pub food. It's probably going to be throwing it down, absolutely chucking it down with rain, but I don't care. It's going to be good. There's quite a low cloud coverage you can see there, which is a shame. We would have got some nice views in between these higher clouds if it wasn't for these pesky low clouds. You can see a little break in the cloud there. Oh, that's a shame, Graham. You guys went into lockdown a lot later than us though, didn't you? So I suppose that makes sense. It's funny, these the engines on this thing, especially this A32NX mod, they sound quieter outside than they do inside. They're loud as hell in there. I know it's the fans going as well. Let's have a look at the engine view. Yeah, that's even louder as well. There we go. That's a cool view. Alright, here we go. Some contact from someone. EBWW Center, Bremen radar. Okay, let's get this done. Comment to 123.22. And we'll just go back to cockpit view in case he tells us to do anything. Ian, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Bremen radar, good evening. Shamrock 00 flight level 320 with you.
Shamrock 00 Bremen radar, hello, identified.
Oh, he's identified me, that's nice. I think this is the guy who shouted at me the other day. I don't know though.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie Mike Bremen radar, hello, identified. Proceed direct Laret.
What's the name of the waypoint?
Direct Laret, Lima Alpha Romeo Echo Tango.
Direct Laret, thank you.
Rocky 1 Bravo, we are able for Bravo intersection.
P1 Bravo approved as requested.
Thank you.
Lufthansa 1
Okay, we're actually not in Germany just yet. I'm guessing as we cross Subics, that's when we are in Germany. Just a little bit off the border now.
Good on.
Berlin radar, Ryanair 6 Golf with you passing flight level 120.
Ryanair 6 Golf Whiskey, Bremen radar, hello, identified, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Ryanair 6 Golf with you, thank you.
Nice view, you can see the north side of Germany there with no cloud coverage at all. And we're just skirting along the edge of this weather front. Passing over Berlin. Berlin's got a lot of traffic, mainly aircraft leaving though. The inbounders are not quite there yet.
Swiss 4 Delta Charlie, descent flight level 200.
Descent flight level 200, Swiss 4 Delta Charlie.
Okay, Bravo, ready for departure, heading for 098.
Okay, Bravo, Roger, wind 02, 0 degrees 6 knots, runway 09, clear for takeoff.
I'm with 09, clear for takeoff, moving on Bravo.
Hector, thanks for the like, buddy. Isaac, thanks for the like. Let's get this brightness up a little bit here.
Einer 6 Golf Whiskey, proceed direct liner Delta Lima Echo.
Proceed direct Delta Lima Echo, Ryder 6 Golf Whiskey.
I can't wait till we get the A380. Aurelius, thank you very much for the like. Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you enjoy it. If you do so, please remember to hit that follow button if you've not done so already. Awesome. Thanks for the follow, Aurelius. Thank you.
Schönen guten Abend. Marit 668 with you on flight level 400.
Ballast 688, Bremen radar, head O identified.
It's a shame, he normally gives me a... It normally give you a direct to waypoint. He's not done that, but never mind. More than happy to keep flying our flight plan here. Let's have a look if we're near Berlin yet. Yeah, so we're just about to fly over Berlin.
1,200 feet.
There it is there. And you can see the aircraft on the ground there already. There's quite a few at Berlin. All these guys are on VATSIM as well.
Bravo, Roger, identified, climb flight level 80.
And there is one that's just taken off out of Berlin as well. He should be around there somewhere. He's only at 1,500 feet though.
Ryder 46 Golf Whiskey, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, Ryder 6 Golf Whiskey.
Swiss 4 Delta Charlie, descent flight level 120.
Descent flight level 120, Swiss 4 Delta Charlie.
Lufthansa 9 Hotel Tango, descend now flight level 200.
Descend to flight level 200, Lufthansa 9 Hotel Tango.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure as we go through the Bremen airspace here, oh, there's a spike of turbulence there. Right after. Yeah, let's get the seatbelt sign on just for a second. Until this passes.
Lufthansa 2184, Bremen radar, hello, identified.
Okay, one Bravo request, right direct target.
Okay, one Bravo, Roger, proceed direct target.
Okay, one Bravo direct target, danke.
Ryanair 6 Golf Whiskey. Ryanair 6 Golf Whiskey, connect Bremen radar 123, decimal 925, goodbye.
123.925, Ryanair 6 Golf Whiskey. Thank you very much, have a great evening.
This is 4 Delta Charlie, contact arrival 126, decimal 425, G.
Arrival on 126 decimal 425 for Swiss 4 Delta Charlie, ciao.
Later, Lufthansa 46 Delta, hello, at flight level 135, timing flight level 160, inbound, Delta Hotel 232.
Lufthansa 46 Delta, Bremen radar, moin, identified, climb flight level 240.
Timing flight level 240, Lufthansa 46 Delta.
Servus, ein Vertrieb auf Bravo Uniform Flight Level 230, hallo.
Auf ein Trieb auf Bravo Uniform, Bremen radar, hallo, identified.
Nice to see a bit of Germany down there. If it was night time, obviously we'd see all the lights, but I won't be able to tell you where we were just from that.
Lufthansa 3 Charlie Mike, contact Bremen radar 123, decimal 925, G.
123, decimal 925, Lufthansa 3 Charlie Mike, thank you, ciao.
So that'll be as soon as we cross over into the different
Bravo,
areas.
Bremen.
Okay, one Bravo guys.
What will be your airbag at Beren?
We are still in Berlin airspace at the moment. You see Berlin Airport just back there.
So Rookie 1 Bravo, confirm you want to just fly to Lübeck as flight?
Yeah, we'll fly to Lübeck.
Rookie 1 Bravo, Roger.
Bremen, hello, come now, in the mic, passing 200, climbing flight level 230, direct, Moscow.
Lufthansa, catching contact 4 Kilo Mike, Bremen radar, moin, identified.
And Rookie 1 Bravo, we will cancel the airwork.
Rookie 1 Bravo, Roger.
So it looks like the only, I don't know, a bit more has gone offline now. So some parts of Germany have gone offline. Not Bremen though, we're in Bremen, so hopefully we'll have coverage all the way across Germany.
Lufthansa 9 Hotel Tango, unfortunately Lang just went offline. Unicom 122, decimal 8, enjoy your evening, bye bye.
Monitor Unicom on 122, decimal 8, vielen Dank und schönen Abend noch, bye bye.
Lufthansa 1284, proceed direct Laritz.
Lufthansa 2184.
So yeah, we'll have coverage across Germany. hopefully, if they stay online. And then into Amsterdam as well, we'll have coverage. Pretty much all of Holland online there.
4 Kilo Mike, proceed direct up there.
And then the UK is currently online. Can't tell you whether that controller will cover us or not. Then we will be going into Irish airspace, where there are controllers online.
Switch or not, or less 4 Kilo Mike.
Shannon and Gander are online today as well, which is always good to see. Shanwick, even Shanwick, and Gander for the Atlantic crossings.
Lufthansa 2184, proceed direct Oldip.
Don't forget, guys, if you have just joined us, make sure you hit that follow button. Every follow I get just helps the channel grow, so really appreciate it. Thank you.
Good evening, Emirates. The flight level 330 inbound Hummel.
Emirates 18 Radar, hello, identified, direct Lasses.
Direct Lasses, thanks, Emirates 8.
Bravo, proceed direct Bravo.
Bonjour, Bravo, direct Bravo.
Okay, so we should be put on to Isaac, thanks for follow, buddy. We should be put onto one of the other Bremen controllers pretty soon. Oh, there's only one more now, Jan even. Hans and Jan are online.
Radar Lufthansa 968 on Auckland 1 November departure, climbing for 5000 feet. Ja, falsche Frequenz 126425 erstmal und dann sehen wir uns nachher. 425, sorry, 968. Condor 4 Kilo Mike, descent flight level 120.
Descent level 120, Condor 4 Kilo Mike.
Shamrock 00, switch Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
122.8, Shamrock 00, bye bye. Oh, that's a shame.
668 Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
So there was 3 Bremen controllers online. Unfortunately, one must have gone offline there. For me to now not have coverage. Never mind. So that's it for VATSIM coverage for the moment. That may change as we get to the other side of Germany. We're currently, just show you where we are then. So that was Berlin where we passed earlier. We're now basically making our way into central area of Germany, just south of the spur that leads to Denmark. And then we'll make our way into the west to then cut into Holland and into the Netherlands. You know, it's almost, it almost, very, very nearly almost makes you wish that you didn't download A32NX, because it does ruin every other aircraft in the game for you. It really does, because of how good the systems are. Jackson, thanks for the follow, buddy. It makes it just feel like everything else is just a toy, whereas this thing, you actually have to think about what you're doing in terms of setting up the systems and flight. But yeah, I love it. I love this. I do love the Dreamliner still, even though it's broken as hell. I certainly love the new A330. I think that's awesome. The only thing it's missing is sim brief integration. Once they got that, it would really improve things. $747 is what it is. Everyone loves that. But this thing actually flies. This is always good to use, the A32NX. Welcome back, Latif. Good to see you again. You just managed to like the stream twice. That's awesome. Hit that like button, everyone. Keep liking, keep following. Okay, the weather's clearing up nicely anyway. Look at that. Compared to what it was. Okay, so I didn't expect Bremen radar to go offline, that's a shame. We're about halfway across Germany now. Currently, Amsterdam radar is online. And the UK's gone offline as well, that is a shame. Ireland's still on. Hopefully they'll still be on for at least another hour. We've got controllers on at Dublin that have been on for around 15 minutes, so hopefully at least one of them will still be there when we arrive. But we'll see. Carlos, this is because we're on the VATSIM system. We've got a predetermined flight plan that we have to stick to. There are controllers at Dublin still, so we'll make our way to Dublin, all right. Should do. But we can't just decide which airport we're going to now. Now we've filed the flight plan and we've had clearance. Of course, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I do try and fly where there are controllers, which does limit me at times, but it makes it more enjoyable. It really does. Babu, thanks for the follow there, thank you very much, appreciate it. Aer Lingus livery looking extra special here in the sun. It's just a shame about this icing effect, it's too heavy, far too heavy. They just need to get rid of it. It'd be suitable if we were on the ground and we hadn't been de-iced, but just too much. Let's have another look from the internals. If you saw frost on the engine light, you'd be very concerned, wouldn't you? If you were a passenger. Just looking out the window and seeing the engine icing up. Oh, brilliant. We're gonna die. Raelius, the time to go is up here, buddy, so around 1 hour 15 minutes until landing. You see that there at the top. That's time to go, TTG. Hey Artem! Is it Artem? P is R in Ukrainian, isn't it? How do I say your name? You'll have to type it for me. Welcome to the stream either way, buddy. Okay, let's get back in the cockpit there. Okay, what I can do is I can look at the arrival information for Dublin that's up at the moment. Artyom, nice. Okay, so at 2000 it was information Romeo. ILS is still 10 right. transition level 6,000. So let's look at this. 6,000. Wind was 050. No, it was... yeah, 050, 10 knots. And temperature 6 degrees. And QNH was 1029. Let's look at getting this information in. Aurelius, we got... Aurelius, sorry, we got 170 passengers on board today, so if I have a look at... where's the information? There is information somewhere. Is it in it B? No, it might be on the AOC menu and perf weight and balance. There we go, 170 passengers today. Nice. Have a good flight, Stu, and have a good day at work as well, buddy. Right, let's get into this information into the arrival phase. Oh, there it was. So QNH was 1029. The temperature was 6. Mag and wind was 050 at 10. And transition was 6,000. Whoop, didn't put it in. There. I'm going to go for a VAP of 145, keep it nice and fast. Just have a quick look on the arrivals charts there, just to see, on the approach chart even, to see what the decision height is. We got an MDA of 690, so I'll get that in. There we go, that's the arrival information in. And then thrust reduction will go for go for 2,000. There we go. Back to the flight plan for now. No Aurelius, you can't see the passengers unfortunately, so if you look through the windows you can actually see there's just empty chairs in there. And then if I change to the inside view of the aircraft, I can't move the camera. They made it so they didn't have to put passengers in, which is fair enough. It'd be a shame, it is a shame that you can't, but no, unfortunately not. You'll be alright, Stu. You'll be alright. How long's the flight to Tulsa? I bet it's nice to be in work again though, surely. Okay, Germany's slowly going offline. We're making our way towards Amsterdam. I hope we get there before Amsterdam goes offline. We need a UK controller on as well. Currently Dublin is online. Yeah, I bet you did. It's always quite a thing to return to work after so long off, isn't it? Okay. Let's see. Not too long to go until we are in. Until we are in Amsterdam airspace. Not long at all. So let's have a look here. Comes up. Come on. There we go. So basically RKN there. That's where we cross over. Pretty much. Might even be Amsan. And hopefully he'll give us a message telling us to contact him. And then we'll finally have some VATSIM coverage again. Okay, so here we go. Looking like getting into Amsterdam airspace within 10 miles. So hopefully they'll give us the message. Come on, Amsterdam, contact us. This is where I find out he's gone on offline. No, he's still there, he's still there. So we should get that message soon. Still no UK area controller on, which is a shame, apart from Dublin. As long as they stay on, that's better than nothing. Okay, that says inside Amsterdam airspace. I'm going to message him. He might tell me I don't need to contact him to stay on.
For clearance to send.
He might tell me to stay on
flight level is 240.
Unicom, but hopefully
40.
he'll take us.
Yeah, no problem.
320 Tango flight level 240, clear to London Stansted, uplet 1 Juliet departure for runway 03. Initially climb flight level 60, squawk 7335.
Stansted, upnet 1 Juliet, need to climb flight level 60, squawk 7335, Ryanair
320 Tango, that's correct. I'm closing in under 5 minutes, so you can do the pushback taxi and the rest of the flight on Unicom 122 decimal 8 and good day.
No, he's closing in 5 minutes, come on. That's a shame. Everyone's closing. Europe's closing, man. What is going on? France is still online. France might be on late tonight. I should have flown through France today. After yesterday's flight all quiet, I decided not to. That's a kick in the teeth. I've been waiting for coverage and he's closing. I've messaged Dublin anyway to try and find out what time they're closing. I hope they stay online.
Center Ryanair 190 with you at flight level 250.
Ryanair 190 closing in 2 minutes, so Unicom 122 decimal 8, have a great rest of your flight.
Oh no, 2100 Zulu, he said.
Papa Victor, turn left heading, sorry to right heading 270, descent to 2000 feet, kilometer 106.
2000 feet and turn right 270, Papa Victor.
So I'm going to be there in an hour's time. If only I could activate Nitro and just get there as quick as I can, but no, it's not going to happen. I suppose it is 10:30 in Europe now, or is it even further? Yeah. Oh well.
Papa Victor, turn right, heading 330, cleared ILS, approach runway 36 right.
Turn right, 300, cleared for ILS, 36 right, Papa Victor.
Yeah, make that heading 330, otherwise you're not going to intercept it.
330, sorry.
Okay, that is a shame. So Dublin is going to be closing before we get there. It's been away most of the time at the moment. Just cannot catch a break on VATSIM at all.
National 9, Juliet here, about to leave my airspace and volunteer to come on to 2, decimal 8, bye-bye.
You come on to 2, decimal 8, bye-bye, yeah, National Manager.
Papa Victor, if you like, you can do the circling for runway 04.
I'll take the ILS 36 right, that's fine.
Papa Victor, Roger, runway 36 right, clear to land, wind 020 at 10 after landing in the compound 2, decimal 8.
Clear to land 36 right en bedankt dat je nog binnen gehaald hebt. Fijne avond.
Oh, he could have took us online. There was the speed coming down. Yeah, the engines have decided not to bother beyond. Let's see who that is coming across our path. Ooh. British Airways at 36,000 feet from London Heathrow to Helsinki. And it is a A20, same as me. Thanks for the light, Scott. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Okay, so we are actually crossing. Now we've left mainland Europe and we're making our way towards the UK. As I say, according to the flight plan, we'll be making landfall around Lincoln Way and then working our way just over Manchester. No UK controller on currently, and it sounds like Dublin is going offline as well. Okay, so what I am going to do is I'm going to start having a look at some of these approach and arrival charts to just check what altitude I need to be at and by what point. Arctics. We are going via the Bagso arrival. Bagso 1 Romeo. Okay, so yeah, it's basically we've got to be 8,000 by ASDA. Doable, we can do that. That's no problem. Right, I'll be right back 1 second. I've just got to let the dog out. She's telling me it's time. I won't be long. I'll leave you on the outside view for this one. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. The dog wouldn't come back in after she went out. She decided to go bark at something in the dark, so I had to go get her. Right. Yeah, Sean, it's not often a pilot has to let his dog out for a pee on the plane, is it, I suppose? Okay, so flight time 43 minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the distances until we need to descend. So if we've got to be at 8,000 by ASDA, we're currently flying at 32, so the difference is 24,000. So 72 miles away from ASDA, basically. So Elban is 8. So those from there it's 22. To the decel point it's another 9. So 31 there. And then another 10 from Bagso to Ekron. And then 14 there. That's giving us 55. We're getting close. And then 66 from Sitsku. So all we need there is another 6. So 6 miles from Sitku, basically. Six miles away from Sitku is when we need to descend. Thank you very much for the follows, guys. Missed those follows. Rene, thank you very much. Hey John, how's it going, mate? We're currently making our way towards the UK, not too far off the coast now. You see us there, making our way to the UK. There's no UK controller online covering this area, unfortunately. Dublin said they're going offline in 5 minutes, but we'll see. There's 4 of them on, so hopefully at least one of them will still be on when I get there, but we don't know yet. So we've worked out the approach now, and we've also worked out the descent rate and distance. So we need to descend 6 miles from Sitku. So if we have a look at the map here, Sitku is that one there, just south of the Isle of Man, and we're going to descend 6 miles away from that, start the descent down to 8,000 to be level by ASDA. I forgot to go on to Unicom 122.8. Okay, so we'll be level by ASDA. Descent rate, looking at this, will be around 2,300 feet per minute. Basically, you want half of your ground speed. So obviously, we'll slow down a little bit. Probably 2,200 feet per minute will get us down there in time. Okay, but flying in the Aer Lingus livery today. We will be landing into Dublin within the hour. 38 minutes to go, the flight time. Fingers crossed someone's going to stick around for us. Okay, you can see the UK coming into view there. We're going to head a little bit further up and then make the left turn to go across towards Ireland. That was the worst Irish accent ever. But yeah, you can see quite prominent flight out across the Peak District and then north of Manchester. We should get a good view of Manchester as we go past. Manchester's always a busy airport on VATSIM. So there'll probably be a few aircraft on the ground and a couple lining up as well. Yeah, that's right, Sean. That's one of the main reasons I've not done it. It's expensive, man. It's expensive. I don't know what it's like in the US, but basically you're looking at around £8,000 to get your private pilot's license. Commercial pilot license, unbelievable. So to get your commercial pilot's license, it's around 100 grand. Now the best thing about that is at the moment is banks will give out the loan to get your commercial pilot's license, but you almost have to start paying it back instantly, from what I've heard. And it's been on the news recently that obviously a lot of newly qualified commercial pilots that started qualifying in 2019, they qualified by 2020 and they couldn't get a job, so now they're liable for 100 grand. They have their pilot's license and they're not being paid as a pilot, they're not flying. So they just got their everyday jobs with 100 grand in debt to pay back to the bank, and it needs paying back, you know. The banks don't let up, rightfully so as well, I suppose. But yeah, hopefully within the next year all that will turn around and there'll be an absolute shortage of pilots, and all those people that have been put out of work because of this horrendous time is they'll hopefully get their jobs, and there'll be plenty of pilots in the skies once again. But yeah, it's something I've monitored quite a few times, looking to do my private pilot's license. But I suppose everyone says that, doesn't they? Everyone who plays the flight sim games, it's like, yeah, I'd do my private pilot's license, but for £8,000, I can't justify that at the moment. I just got to win the lottery first, and then I'll do it. Hell, if I won the lottery, I'd probably do my commercial pilot's license as well. Start flying Airbuses for real. But I suppose to win the lottery, you got to play the lottery. I don't do that, so yeah, maybe conquer that one first. All right, Sean. See you in a bit. Not long to go though, but around 35 minutes till we arrive in Dublin. keeping an eye on that. I think Aptos being the next one. Yeah, we're just arriving at Supal now. Aptos and Otbed. And then it's going to be a while till we have to descend. Sitku's quite far away. There. I just hope they stay online. We'll see. About to make landfall anyway here. Oh, we already have done. Just about. There's the coastline. Flying off towards Manchester way now. And then just as we get out into the Irish Sea there, we'll look to descend, or start our descent just south of the Isle of Man. Quickly work out the range, just to... There you go, so Sitku there, around 160 miles away, almost exact. It's right on the line. So 160 miles is when we start the descent. It'll go quick. Okay, so I'm just messaging Dublin Tower. Hopefully they're going to stick around, because there are a lot of aircraft inbound, a lot of them, around the time we due to arrive. Fingers crossed. The area controller's gone, but never mind. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Welcome back, Sean. So we are over the UK now, you may miss that one. Currently heading towards Manchester. So Manchester being there. I'm not sure where this... That's Humberside, I know that, but I'm not sure where this airport is. Let's have a look. So EGCN, which is the one in the north. Doncaster, so that's Doncaster, Sheffield. And EGNE is Retford Gamston Airport. Okay, never heard of that. But that's where we are. Nice weather up north today. So you can see the Peak District coming into view here if we're over Sheffield way now. Won't be long before we are well into the Peak District. Peak District was unfortunately a little bit of World War II history for you here. So I'm from this area. Andy, that sounds terrible. What happened, man? So I'm from this area. I'm from Manchester, for those of you that don't know, which is where we're going to fly past today, just on the other side of the Peak District here. The Peak District was a bit of a backstop. This area here that we've passed over, Lincoln area, in this part where it's like the coast, was known as bomber country. And in World War II is where all the bombers were based, the British bombers, the American bombers, all of it. All based over here in these loads of airfields, hundreds of them. And if those bombers were returning in bad weather or at night or whatever, unfortunately the Peak District ended up as a bit of a backstop for those bombers. If they get so far running out of fuel, or they just came down to descend through the clouds to see if they could see anything, because this is notoriously bad weather around here for aviation. And a lot of them did end up crashing on the actual Peak District, which is quite upsetting, really. You never, when you're in the Peak District, you're never far from a crash site, and there's memorials all over the place. It's sad. I mean, it's the same in a lot of the hilly areas in the UK, because there were airfields all over, but the Peak District, one of the worst, because this side of the country was specifically bomber airbase country. Yeah, just a little fact for you there. If you ever do find yourself in the Peak District, you might want to look up some of the crash sites. They set flowers there. Nice, Andy. So, I mean, how did you feel about that? Were you panicked or was it alright? So interestingly enough, just before I moved, I was living near a place called St Athan, and there's an airfield there. And there was a plane that came down in the golf course just before the runway at St Athan. They never said what it was. I think they just mistook the golf course for part of the runway and crashed into the golf course. He was alright, but we were driving past, and there was just a crane carrying a little Piper Arrow from one side of the road to the other, because it was like putting it over the fence into the airfield. Actually, it was quite funny to see. Okay, so we will be passing Manchester pretty soon. You can probably see Manchester. Let's have a look if that's it there. Yeah, that's the one. There's Manchester Airport. We're just coming over the Peak District now. So making our way over here. And you can see the famous lake of the Peak District. It's the reservoirs. It's the Lady Bower. And the other one, there's Lady Bower and Derwent. I can't remember which is which. One's higher than the other, but the two biggest ones are Lady Bower and Derwent. And they were actually used during World War II as well by the dam busters to practice. So there's another little fact for you. As always, I'm always full of crap facts. Okay, so here's Manchester. See there, that's Woodford. So that used to be an aerodrome as well. When I was a kid, there was air shows coming out of that airfield all the time, and it is actually where the Lancasters were built. It was an Avro factory. The Vulcans were built there, and then when I was growing up, the Nimrods were being refitted there, and then they tore them apart there as well, which was a shame. A lot of people lost their jobs when that happened. But yeah, that's closed now. You can see it's in development there, but I think it's a housing estate now more recently. I don't live in Manchester anymore. I did do, but I don't anymore. Grew up in Manchester. I lived like round here. Let's have a look. In fact, yeah, that's pretty accurate point out of where I lived, just around there somewhere. So I was right in the flight path for Manchester. It's always good to see. We've got a stadium there. Another stadium there. That's actual Manchester City Centre. You can see the old ship canal here, the old docks. That'll probably... Can't quite make it out, but that might be Barton Bridge there. Yeah, that's Barton Bridge. So that'd be Chill Factory, the ski slope. There's the Salford City Stadium. And there's the Trafford Centre, which means Barton Aerodrome is there. Okay, next up would be Liverpool. So yeah, Liverpool Airport there. Won't be going as close to that one. So we're making our way out into the sea. You can see Anglesey and Wales just there. And let's just check the range to our descent waypoint. Okay, so not far at all. 80 miles now. Until we have to start descending. That'll come very quickly. Currently, Dublin controllers are still online, so they have stayed on for a bit, which is good. Hopefully, they'll still be there when we get there. It could be the case. There's a lot of aircraft inbound to Dublin right now. Awesome, Russell, thanks for the follow, buddy. Dougie, thank you very much for the like there. Guys, if you have just joined us, we have flown from Warsaw today, out in Poland, all the way at Aer, and we're currently just about to leave the UK, just north of Liverpool, out in the Wirral area. Going to make our way across the Irish Sea, just south of the Isle of Man, and into Dublin.
Traffic, Corsair Whiskey November is going to hold it. Foxtrot 1 for arriving aircraft.
So we've got to make our way down to 8,000 feet by ASDA, and we've worked that out as we've got to descend from Sitku, and once we hit Sitku, that's when we'll start descent. We're currently at 32,000. Yes, Dougie, I am indeed on VATSIM, mate. So if you want to see me on the on VATSpy or any of the VATSIM network maps, you can see me as EIN00. I'm currently just north of Liverpool.
Copy, the November's holding at Alpha Foxtrot 1, Manchester traffic.
There's just no controllers online at the moment. I think Dublin is still online. Hopefully they stay on. No worries, Dougie. So you can just see the Isle of Man coming into view there, so let's have a look at our distance to descent. So descending at Sitku, we're about 50 miles away from Sitku now. Let's have a look inside the aircraft again. There we go, you see the UK disappearing. So this is part of the Lake District there, I believe. You can see. It's always a good view. Check Pressel, you got a sticky Pressel there. Yeah, they said they were going offline at 21 Zulu. 21 Zulu's come and gone, so hopefully they stay online. Fingers crossed. Let's get back to the cockpit view there. Okay, there's the descent point. So we're at 481 now. So from here the descent would be 24. Descent would be 2,400. We are going to slow down a little bit once we just before we start descending. I'm gonna bring it down in speed, just so we don't overspeed as we do descend. I'm going to try and descend about 2,200 feet per second. No more than that, really. So time to go at the top there is saying, so it's just there at the top, saying around 10 minutes. It's going to be a little longer than that. We're probably going to get put in a pattern when we get to Dublin. It is quite busy at the moment. There's at least 5 other aircraft in the airspace and more coming in as well at the same time as us, so I'd imagine it's going to get pretty hectic as we get there. Which is good, I'm excited, it's going to be fun. The controllers I've encountered at Dublin have always been nice and friendly, so hopefully not a repeat of what happened over Germany the other day, in terms of me getting shouted at. But we'll see, we'll see. It's always interesting when it does, but I feel a little like I let someone down when I get shouted at, you know. Ah, I'm kidding, I don't care. It's hilarious. I like to think I know what I'm doing, but I have no idea. That's the truth. Ain't gonna find a more honest truth than that right there. Okay, we're still heavily iced for some reason. The game loves putting on ridiculous icing effects. It's just what it is. Yeah, I've not flown there very often, Dougie, but the times I have, they've always been very accommodating. Same as the Manchester controllers, they're always good as well. Gatwick can be a little stressy at times, especially the Gatwick approach controller that I've had a few times. I can't remember his name. He's he's lost his shit with me a couple of times. Okay, Sitku within 20 miles there, so I'm going to slow the speed down a bit. Bring it down to there, and we'll have a look what we end up at. Around 4.4, I'm guessing. Maybe a little bit more. I've not actually flown to Edinburgh. I need to do a flight to Edinburgh. There's an Isle of Man event on this week. I'm guessing there's a lot of people flying from the Isle of Man to Edinburgh. I try and do a lot of around about 2-hour flights. I should probably do more like domestic UK flights, a few little hops. Here we go. Contact from Dublin, finally. Lovely. Dublin approach, good evening. Shamrock 00, flight level 320 with you.
Shamrock 00, double approach, good evening, identified. You're cleared, Deepak 01, Romeo arrival, landing runway 10 right. When ready, descend flight level 100.
Cleared, Bags 01, Romeo arrival on 10 right, and I'll descend to flight level 100 now, Shamrock 00. Okay, he wants me down to 10.
Hello, Ryanair 2269, pass it to record departure, passing altitude 1008 and proceed climbing flight level 90.
Ryanair 2269, double approach, good evening, identified in the fracture, climb now, flight level 23.
And we'll go a descent rate of 2,300. Yeah, Paris Charles de Gaulle's always been good, so I've had it once where I was flying to Paris, and just as I was on approach, the sim crashed, and I came back and I jumped in just a bit further back than I was, and they were more than happy to throw me back into the pattern, and they were just like, yeah, don't worry about it, absolutely fine. We'll get you landed.
45 Delta, no further ATC, unfortunately mono unit code 122 designates, yeah.
Seatbelt sign's already on, so that's fine, I'll leave that on. Exit signs are on. I'll bing the cabin. Just to let them know we are starting our descent. I'm sure they know though.
Jersey 221 from right side pier island approach runway 10 right, report established.
Not sure why it started diving there.
On the right, we'll call you established.
I did select vertical speed mode. Started diving at 4,500 there. It really is, yeah, I hope so as well, buddy. I'm glad you think so, Peter. I do try my best with it. The whole point of flying this game is for realism, in my eyes, and that's how I enjoy it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. As you always know, I say I'm not a pilot. I've learned everything I have through videos and just playing this game. So hopefully I do it right for people. That's the main thing. Okay, in at Bagso there. Let's get this down to 20 miles. So we want to be flight level 100 by Asda now.
014, passing 2 Echo, passing 2,000.
I'm so happy that the Dublin controllers are still here. Or some of them are anyway.
Identified in departure, climb now flight level 230.
Flight level 230, 1 Express 014.
I'm Jersey 221 established.
Let's just check what the tower frequency is.
270 knots or greater.
27 knots or greater, running 226.
Jersey 221, thanks. Contact the tower 118.6 AM.
Order tower 109.6 for Jersey 221, good evening.
Okay, here we go. If you are liking this, guys, and you've not seen my streams before, please hit that follow button. Every follow I get helps grow this channel. We're on our way into Dublin now, and we do have VATSIM controllers, which is always good. Hey Matt, how's it going, mate? Welcome back. There's the overspeed. I knew that was going to happen. Let's get the speed down, and we'll get the air brakes. Get these air brakes on a little bit.
World Express 014, speed not above 250 knots.
Not above 250 knots, World Express 014.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey descent, flight level 70.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey descent, flight level 70.
Shamrock 00 descent, flight level 80.
Andre, thank you very much, mate. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Thank you. That means a lot to me that you said that. Thank you. Oh, Matt, you counting down them days. I hope your missus has got a bag packed, and I hope you've got the car keys ready at all times.
Departure Fairway, Gate Eastern, Eastern 7 Golf, passing 2,900, climbing flight level 90.
Okay, let's get that air brake armed again for our speed brake, sorry.
Climb now flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Easy 7 Golf.
Yeah, it's not your first rodeo, mate, is it? You know what you're doing. Okay, we need to lose another 10,000.
Airbus 514, no further ADC and partially
should be easy enough for us.
Decimates, yeah.
Unicom 122, that's right, thank you very much for my Airbus 514.
Flight Air 2269, no further ADC for you on first name model Unicom 122 decimates, yeah.
Did Unicom 122, running 226,
Okay, so Dublin. Oh, I don't know why I just pressed there. I pressed home instead of end. I don't know if that actually does anything. I hope not, because whatever it's done it now. So you can see here Dublin is actually just to the south, just around there. We can't see it at the moment. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey, turn right heading to 320 degrees.
Looks like there's
Turning
another.
right heading 320 degrees for Shamrock 23 Whiskey.
another Shamrock in there.
Easy 678 Golf, stop, climb, flight level 90.
Oh, did I miss a call? Oh shit. I best contact him.
78 Golf.
Dublin approach, Shamrock 00. Did I miss a call off you?
Yeah, Shamrock 00, continue send flight level 80.
Flight level 00, Shamrock 00, thank you.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey, stop descent, flight level 100.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey, we will stop descent at flight level 100.
Not sure what's going on there with the turn. That left turn again, what's going on? We'll keep descending. Why has that happened?
Shamrock 23 Whiskey, resume on navigation direct to Burmo.
Direct to Burmo and resume navigation for Shamrock 23 Whiskey.
Shamrock 00, direct to Neckel, and from Neckel direct to Riceup.
Direct to Neckel and then direct to Riceup, Shamrock 00. Oh no, don't do that. Alright, let's have a look here. I don't have Neckel.
World Express 014, no for the ATC, unfortunately, Mono Unicom 122 decimal CN.
122 decimal 9, World Express 014, good night.
Shamrock 00 don't have Meckel on the flight plan. I've got Riceup via the arrival. Can you get headings to Meckel?
Shamrock 00, yeah, fly heading 270 degrees.
270 on that anyway, Shamrock 00. Oh, Neckel.
278 Golf, thanks for that. You can continue climb now, flight level 230.
Yeah, I've got the.
I've got 230.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, it's actually there.
278 Golf, there's nothing further for you, unfortunately. Mono Unicom 122 decimal CN.
122 decimal 8, 278 Golf.
Interesting. Okay, I need to get this down a little bit further. Not too sure what happened with the flight director there. It threw it to the left. Not happy with that.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey, request for a descent.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey, sorry about that, descent, flight level 70.
Descending flight level 70 for Shamrock 23 Whiskey.
Shamrock 00, descent, altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1029.
5,000 feet, QNH 1029, Shamrock 00.
Approach hello, Echo India Lima India Mike.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Dougie. It's like literally right before, like you say, it's right on final.
Echo India Lima
I don't
India
think I've
Mike.
even got it.
Just left the
no, it's not even recognised on the approach.
300 degrees at 3,000 feet, so we'd like to switch over to a radar service for a practice ILS approach runway 10 right.
Let's get the speed down a bit as well. Okay, we can get these landing lights on now as well.
Dublin approach, Lufthansa 291,
and Perth, we can go
India Mike, you're cleared
approach
in
phase on.
controlled airspace, climb to flight level 3, or climb to 3,000 feet, it'll be a radar control service.
Dougie, yeah, I do normally, but because he gave me a waypoint that I couldn't see, I wasn't wanting to press it.
0, you can turn left heading 170 degrees.
Left heading 170, Shamrock 00.
Seabird 298 with you, Dublin approach. We are at flight level 250.
Lufthansa 291, double approach, good evening, identified in departure, climb now, flight level 230.
Flight level 230 for Lufthansa 291.
Steamer 298, sorry about this, could you please disconnect and then reconnect again, if that's okay?
Sure. Super 298, we are back.
Echo India Lima, India Mike, turn left, heading 220 degrees.
Okay, let's go flaps 1 there.
Heading 220
Maybe
degrees,
not
Echo India
just
Lima,
yet,
India Mike.
wait until we get to 220. Wasn't happy with that.
00, resume one navigation direct to RISAP, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Resume home navigation to RISAP, descend to 3000, Shamrock 00.
Shamrock 23, Whiskey, resume on our route direct to Oslex and from Oslex direct to RISAP.
Route direct to Oblex from that to RISAP. Shamrock 23 Whiskey and Shamrock 23 Whiskey request further descent.
Yeah, Shamrock 23 Whiskey will further descent them up.
Thanks, you call for the descent.
No, he's brought them all up.
Steamer 298, sorry about that. You cleared the battery 1 Romeo arrival, landing runway 10 right, descent flight level 70.
Descent flight level 70. Just so you know, we have the ILS to runway 10.
Perfect, thank you. Shamrock 00 from RISAP, cleared ILS approach runway 10 right, report established.
From RISAP, cleared ILS 10 right, I will report to you when established. Shamrock 00. Okay, so we'll get on RISAP, and then it should continue us in. Still got the air brakes on.
Lima, India Mike, further left, heading 180 degrees.
Left heading 180, Echo India Lima, India Mike.
Down to 3000 there, and we're going to go flaps 2. Let's just check the range. Yeah, we're within 20 miles. It's going to be a slight right turn coming up. 10 right, there's the airport.
Lima, India Mike, turn left heading 100.
Left heading 100, Echo India Lima, India Mike.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey, descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1029.
Descent 5,000 feet and QNH 1029 for Shamrock 23 Whiskey.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey, speed 210 knots.
Okay, that speed's going a
Shamrock
little
23
too low.
Whiskey, speed 210 knots.
Don't want it to be that slow. We'll keep it at 180. Andre, it's good, mate. It really is. The game is one thing itself, but then this system's called VATSIM, which is basically controllers. You can see our runway there. Basically controllers that are
Shamrock 23
giving up their time.
Heading 230 degrees.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey is heading 230 degrees, and we are currently frozen in simulator, so frozen
mode on there as well.
But
Once we
when
line
we
up
are
properly,
back online, turning 230.
I'll let them know we are established there.
Total, it's going to be 330, sorry.
Turning 330 and unfrozen.
Shamrock 00 established, runway 10 right.
Shamrock 00, thanks. Speed 180 knots until 60 V, contact the tower 118.68.
Speed 180 to 60 ME and contact tower 118.6. Bye bye. Dublin Tower, good evening. Shamrock 00 established, runway 10 right.
Shamrock 00, hello, continue approach. You are number 1, the traffic depart, the winds, 05011.
Continuing approach, number 1 for landing, Shamrock 00. Here we go. Don't forget to hit that follow button, guys. Thank you very much for the follow, William. Thank you. Okay, here we go. 10 miles to go. So we're going to go flaps 3.
Shamrock 00, wind 05011, runway
Gear down.
10 clear to land.
Shamrock 00, clear to land. And we'll go down to can't really do it right now. I want to get 160. There we go. There's the runway ahead. Let's have a look from the window view. Nice and low there. Back to the cockpit and we'll just jump outside. Wheels down in this beautiful Aer Lingus livery. One thing I don't need anymore is this thing. Okay, PAPI lights are lined up nicely. Okay, we've got a slight cross, not really a crosswind, more of a headwind, which is alright. It slows down nicely. And we'll go flaps full. Speed down to 150 there, I'll let it stabilise and then I'll take control of the aircraft. Yeah, you got back just in time, Julian. Welcome in, mate. Good evening, mate. Good to see you again. Autopilot off. Okay, we are drifting a little bit off the runway there. You can see the diamond at the bottom showing that we're a little bit too far to the left.
Swiss 9 Mike Echo, request taxi.
Swiss 9 Mike Echo, taxi, link 2, right turn Foxtrot, hold short link 4.
Actually getting a little bit too far over to the right now. We're going to be chasing it left and right, penduluming.
Foxtrot and hold link 4. Swiss 9 Mike Echo.
Just keep this descent a little too high by the PAPIs. It looks like one red at the moment, two red, two white. Still got a nice descent there, just in line with the glide slope, which is what we want, but it looks like it might drop off just a little bit too quickly. Here comes the lag, always on final approach. That kills me. Just gone a little bit too low, but the PAPI lights are saying we're alright, so we'll keep it there.
100 above, 500.
Here comes a minimum call.
Minimum.
There's minimum.
400.
PAPI lights are happy, so I'm happy. Here we go. Spoilers are armed. A little bit too high. Let's get the nose down a little bit.
100.
Throttle down. Raising that nose.
30, 20, 10, 5.
Dublin Tower, good evening.
And there we go.
Fully established 10 right.
Reverse thrust on.
Shamrock 2-3 Whiskey, hello. Continue approach, you are number 2, wind 05011.
Shamrock 2-3 Whiskey, number 2 in the line, continue approach for 10 right.
And there we go. Welcome to Dublin, everybody. Okay, let's get these flaps up. That was quite a smooth landing, I'm happy with that. We'll get off the runway and just hold here. Tower, that's Shamrock 00, clear of runway 10 right, request taxi to the gate.
Shamrock 00 right, turn right onto Sierra, left, correction, right onto Sierra, hold short runway 1634.
Right onto Sierra, hold short, runway 1634, Shamrock 00. Okay, let's
23 Whiskey, surface wind 05.
Let's get the APU started up.
Surface wind 050 11
Get rid of those landing lights. And the strobe as well, we don't need the strobe anymore.
Swiss 9 Mike Echo, take your second left, Mike 1. Cross runway 1634, Whiskey 2. Hold short of Sierra to be given way to an Aer Lingus.
Swiss 9 Mike Echo, second on.
Oh, nice one, Dougie, I didn't know that.
Cross runway 16.
These throttles are really sensitive.
52 and Sierra giving way to Aer Lingus.
Andre, I'm glad you still got your drink, mate. I thought that was quite a smooth landing. I was happy with that.
Swiss 9 Mike Echo.
Okay, so right onto Sierra here, and then we're going to hold short runway 3416, which is the next runway ahead. So it's that runway you can see there. Okay, there is another Shamrock coming into land now. There it is. So that's the next Aer Lingus on its way in. Oh, there's a Swiss Air as well. Look at that, lovely. Is that a church right in the grounds of the airport? That doesn't look right, does it? Okay, Andre, catch you next time, buddy. Guys, if you are watching and you did like that landing, please don't forget to hit that follow button if you've not done so already. As I say, every follow I get helps me grow this channel. And we have got a follower goal of 2,000. Ah, that's a newer Aer Lingus livery, you see there, the colour difference. I do like this older one better, much better. Okay, so we've got a hold short here.
Swiss 9 Mike Echo holding short Sierra.
Shamrock 00 held short runway 1634. I talked over that guy. Thanks for these follows, guys. Luca, Andre, thank you very much. Andre, I'm so glad you enjoyed the stream, mate. Ah, oh, cheeky. He's going to sneak ahead there.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey vacated 10 right.
We just got a message through that he's crashed, so stand by, he's on his way back.
Okay, Shamrock 23 Whiskey, we will wait for...
Okay, so the controller's crashed. All I'm going to do from here, guys, is I am going to taxi to a gate and get connected to the jetway. So if you don't want to see that, you don't want to stick around for that, then please feel free to move on to the next streamer. But before you do so, don't forget to hit that follow button like Carey has just done. Thank you very much for that. If you do like these as realistic as I can do streams, then please do hit that follow button and I'll be with you.
Kalima Michael, confirm your attention.
Hello, on the ILS runway 10 right, we'd like to perform a missed approach and then sort of sidestep onto runway 34 for set down at Iona.
Echo Lima Mike, roger, that's approved. Wind 05011 and QNH 1029.
Roger, and sorry, it'll be a low approach, at a missed approach, Echo Lima Mike.
Roger. Shamrock 23 Whiskey, apologies, turn, correction taxi, Bravo 2, Zulu.
Oh, you got ahead of me, cheeky bugger.
Shamrock 23 Whiskey, sorry, could you please repeat that?
Turn right onto Bravo 2, and taxi Link 1, Zulu, stand 407.
Taxiing right onto Bravo 2, Link 1, Zulu for 407.
Shamrock 00, giving way to the company on your right, you can taxi Bravo 2, Zulu, stand 406.
Giving way to company on the right, stand Bravo 2, Zulu, and stand 406. Shamrock 00. Okay, let's just have a look here. I need to have a look at the stands. So I need to go Bravo 2 and then Zulu and then 406. So basically I need to go ahead
short of 0.
and then take a left
apologies,
and then down.
ASV decided to crash
So let's do
turn right onto Sierra, Sierra 7, hold short from me 10 right, or if you'd like it's intersection, Sierra 6 is also available.
He snuck ahead of me though, the cheeky guy.
On my discretion on 06 and holding short of runway 10 right. This is not a Mike Echo.
Okay, so we need to take a left turn where he is there now, pretty much. We basically need to follow him. I think he's going to 410, I'm not sure. And we're going to 406. And guys, once this stream ends, I would normally try and take you on a raid, but it's not been working for me, I don't know why, so I won't be taking you to another streamer. This will be my only stream of the night. I've been around about 3 hours streaming now, so this will be my only one of the evening. But I hope you did enjoy it, guys, I really do. And we're going to 406, so it's the second, it is the second gate. There's 3 sections for it though. And we'll take the centre one. So there's one Aer Lingus and there's us. I do think we've got a better livery personally. I like this old school livery than the new one.
Super 298 is with you. We are established on the localizer.
Super 298, hello, continue approach, you are number 2, wind 05011.
Continue approach, we are at number 2.
So it's 9 Mike Echo, sorry, just confirm, do you want to take 06 or 07?
I would take 06 with 9 Mike Echo.
9 Mike Echo, thanks.
Okay, that is us at stand. Right, let's look to shut down then, and we'll get this tower connected as well, if we can. Not tower, jetway even. There we go.
Order has seemed to crash.
298, sorry for that. Not much I can do, really.
I know, I just wanted to make sure that you were aware.
I appreciate it.
Dublin Tower, that's Shamrock 00 now at stand. Thank you very much for staying around and thanks for your coverage.
Shamrock 00, thanks. Flight plan, stay out close, time 56. I appreciate flying into Dublin. Hope you enjoyed it.
Certainly did. Stay safe, mate. Catch you next time.
You too.
Okay, whoa.
This 9 Mike Echo, surface wind 050 degrees, 11 knots.
Alright, engine 2 off.
You're clear for takeoff. All the best, bye-bye.
There we go, right. Okay, total flight time, 2 hours 28 minutes, just shy of 2.5 hours from Warsaw to Dublin. I hope you did enjoy that stream, guys. I enjoyed the flight. A little cloudy on the way out, so we didn't really see much of Eastern Europe as we were flying over that section, but we did catch a bit of Germany as we got over there, so it was nice to have the weather clear up on us. Apologies for the apologies for the controller issues we had across Europe. It seems that everyone was going offline just as I arrived in their airspace, which was a bit of a shame. But never mind. So, Dougie, that aircraft that flew past was the EILIM. Dublin to Dublin, no flight plan. Interesting. Yeah, but that is what it is. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for the night. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I certainly did. If you did enjoy it, please do hit that follow button if you've not done so already, and I will catch you guys next time. If I don't see you before, enjoy your